legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Touchdown, Bengals! Hollywood Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that'll be caught by Tony. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Third and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards there on a 1st down. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each Both teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Second and 9 now. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They need 2. Here's third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. These two teams all tied after one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second and 2. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. George Karlaftis able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch. Will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hands it off out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As as a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it wants to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. On play action, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. They find some open field here. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bengals! Kadarius Toney from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
3-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going inside the 30. And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety back all games. They went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
McPherson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. Trotting. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Escape, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are back within a score. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Second and 11. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Alvarado. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. look to throw here. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now 1st and goal. Mixon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And now with where they are after that loss, I think conventional wisdom says you have to kick the field goal and tie the game. But if you've got a play that you really love, now's your opportunity to call it.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Here's 1st down. To throw is Allen. He'll buy some time right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing is Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team of the season...
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I thought your towel was wet, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
228 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. First throw of overtime for Allen. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. The things started off exciting this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder.
Just like I